Hello everyone and welcome to Butterfly Dreams Crochet. My name is Jeannie and today I am going to teach you how to do the feather and fan stitch. This stitch can be found in the New Crochet Stitch Dictionary by Nellie Bross and Evelyn Hetty Burkhart. I'll leave the link to where I got it from Amazon in the description box down below. I am not affiliated with Amazon, so I do not get anything if you buy this book. I will point out though, this book does not have written instructions. It gives you the grouse. So if you cannot read grouse, then this book is not for you. It does not spell out like a pattern form how you do this. So it's grouse only. This stitch is done using multiples of 19 plus 3. The grout that they got in the book, they did 41 chains, which gave them from here to here, which will yield you 1 peak. For every 19 stitches beyond that, you will add a peak, because your half will now become a peak, what I call a peak. These will be considered valleys. This is a peak. I have chained 57, which is 19 times 3, and I will add 3 stitches to it for a total of 60. I think this is a very beautiful, elegant looking stitch. Now if you work this with a smaller yarn and a bigger hook, you would have a more lacier project, which would be awesome. So we are going to learn how to do this. If you can double crochet, single crochet, I will teach you how to treble. This is a 7-row repeat for the full first round. Once you complete the 7th row, you will do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for the remainder of your project. Rows 2, 4, and 6 are just single crochet rows. For every peak that you will have, so when you count 40 stitches, which is 38, it's 38. Once you do 38 chains, you will have from my finger here back this way. After your 38th chain, for every 19 that you do, you will have an extra peak. You will need at least 2 stitch markers for every peak. Now you can use any yarn that you want to use. This was some Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in the color Jazzy that I had left over, and I used it for this swatch. I will be using the Crafter Square that you see here. It's 100% acrylic, 115 yards, and I will also be using a 6.0 millimeter Susan Bates hook. I have my stitch markers here, and of course you'll need a pair of scissors to cut your yarn at the end and a darning needle to weave your ends in. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have already did 57 on my chain. I am simply going to add the 3. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work 4 double crochets into the 4th chain from our hook. Remember, this does not count as a stitch. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th one. Wrap your yarn around your hook, go into the 4th chain, and work 4 double crochets. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you are a beginner crocheter, I recommend that you come right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this chain right here, place a stitch marker because we will be working into that chain. Now what we're going to do, and this will count as our first double crochet, in that next chain we're going to work 1 double crochet. Okay, so we've worked our first double crochet after our 4 doubles. Now we're going to work a total of 9 double crochets and that will be our indicator that we're going to do something different. So this is considered our first double crochet after we've crocheted our 4 doubles. Now what we're going to do is skip the next stitch, and we're going to work 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and that will be 2. Skip the next stitch and work a double crochet into the next one. That is 3. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. That is 4. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. 5. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one, and that is 6. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. 7. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. That is 8. Skip 1 and double crochet into the next one, and that is 9. So that's our 4 double crochets in the 4th chain. This is our first one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work 5 double crochets into the next 2 stitches. So 5 double crochets into this chain, 5 double crochets into that chain. So go into the next chain and work 5 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to go into the next chain and work 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now what we're going to do is repeat this part from this first double crochet here to this double crochet. So in the next chain, work 1 double crochet. And remember, it's 9 double crochets including this first one till we repeat this again. So we're going to skip 1 and double crochet into the next one. That is 2. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. 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 We need to do that 3 more times. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. Skip 1 and double crochet into the next one. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to work 5 double crochets into the next chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Five double crochets into the next chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to work a double crochet into the next chain, skip 1, 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 double crochet into the next chain, skip, double crochet into the next chain, skip, double crochet into the next chain, skip, double crochet into the next chain, and you should have one chain left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to work 5 double crochets at the end in our last chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is what your work should look like now. And I'm going to curl the ends up so you can see it all in camera. But that is what it should look like now. Row 2, simple row. We're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to work 1 single crochet in every stitch. But once we get to this point, this is where we will put our stitch markers. So I'm going to work to this point with y'all and show you where to place your stitch markers on every peak, what I've referred to as a peak, and then I'll leave y'all to do the rest of the row on your own. So chain 1, turn, and work 1 single crochet in every chain till we get to our first set of 5 double crochets. And this will help you to make sure that you have the right amount of stitches and that you didn't miss any single crochet stitch when we start working row 3. Okay, so this is my last double crochet before my 5 doubles. I'm going to work my last single crochet right there. I'm going to work 1 single crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's my 5th one. I'm going to work 1 single crochet. And if I said double, I am so sorry. And I'm going to place a stitch marker in the next single crochet. That's the first one of my next 5 double crochet group. I'm going to place a stitch marker. And now I'm just going to continue working 1 single crochet in every stitch until I get back to my next peak, and I'm going to place my stitch markers the same way, and then I will meet y'all when I get to my very last stitch that I have my stitch marker in. Okay, so I made it here to my very last stitch where my stitch marker is. I'm going to remove that, and I am going to work a single crochet into the top of that 3rd chain, and that completes row 2. I have my stitch markers in the peaks where I need them to be, Now we're going to move on to row 3. With row 3, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. We're going to work 4 double crochets right here into this very first stitch right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to work 1 double crochet into the next stitch. We're going to skip 1, and we're going to double crochet into the next one. Skip 1, 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 double crochet into the next one. Skip, double crochet into the next stitch. Skip, double crochet into the next stitch. Skip, double crochet into the next stitch. And your last double crochet should be right before your stitch marker. If we count them, we will have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Remove your stitch marker, and we are going to work 5 double crochets into that very next stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remove your stitch marker out of the next stitch, and we are going to work 5 double crochets into the next stitch. Try to hold on to that so those stitch markers don't hit. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to repeat what we just did here. So in that very next stitch, work 1 double crochet, skip 1, double crochet into the next one, skip 1, double crochet into the next one, skip 1, double crochet into the next one, skip, double crochet into the next stitch, skip, double into the next stitch, skip, double into the next stitch, skip, double crochet into the next stitch, skip, double crochet into the next stitch. And that should be 9 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at my stitch markers. I'm going to remove that first one, and I am going to work 5 double crochets into the top of that first stitch. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to remove that next stitch marker, and I'm going to work 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Double crochet into that very next stitch, skip the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, skip, 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 double crochet into the next stitch, and again you should have 1 stitch remaining, and we're going to work 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now this is what your work should look like. Just like that. Now row 4 is going to be 1 single crochet in every stitch. And remember, when you get here, so we're going to be working on the back side. So when you work your last single crochet into your last double crochet before your 5 doubles, do 1, 2, 3, 4, place a stitch marker, then place a stitch marker in your next single crochet, and then continue that to your next peak and mark them with your stitch markers. That way you know that you have your count right. So simply chain 1 and turn and work 1 single crochet in every stitch. Don't forget to place your stitch markers, and I will meet you when I get to the end. Okay, I made it here to the end. I've worked my last single crochet into my first double crochet that we actually made. But don't forget to work a single crochet in the top of that 3rd chain that we chained 3 with, because it does count as a double crochet. If you do, you're going to be short a stitch. And that completes row 4. So if you are a beginner crocheter, it would be good to put a stitch marker in the top of that 3rd chain on every odd row where we chain 3. Row 5, we're going to do a little different. Row 5 is our treble crochet row. So now what we are going to do is chain 6, which is going to count as our first treble plus our chain 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just kind of pinch right there at that 5 and add your 6. Go ahead and in that 5th one, place your stitch marker. Turn your work. Now what we're going to do is work 3 trebles with a chain 1 in between each one right here in this very first stitch. So to do a treble, you wrap your yarn around your hook twice. Insert into that indicated stitch, pull up a loop, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, and pull through 2. That right there is our chain 1. This is our 5th chain, and that is what we will work into when we come back down. Chain 1. We got to work 2 more trebles. Wrap your yarn around your hook twice, go back into that very same stitch, pull up a loop, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, and pull through the last 2. Chain 1. Wrap your yarn around your hook twice, go back into that same stitch, pull up a loop, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, and pull through 2. Now on the previous rows we worked back into this next stitch. We're not on this one. We're going to skip the next stitch and work a treble into the next stitch. A treble is always done by wrapping your yarn twice. Insert into the skip this one, go into the next one, pull up a loop, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, and pull through 2. We're going to skip the next stitch and treble into the next stitch. So wrap your yarn around your hook twice, pull up a loop, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, and pull through 2. Now we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, and in that 3rd stitch we're going to work a treble crochet. Now we're going to skip the next stitch and we're going to work a treble crochet into the next stitch. Skip the next stitch and work a treble into the next stitch. Now we're going to skip 2 and work a treble into the next stitch. Skip the next stitch and work a treble crochet into the next stitch. And you should have 7 total in this row. So this is our 3 here at the beginning. We don't count that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trebles. We're going to skip this next stitch and we're going to work 4 trebles into the next stitch with a chain 1 in between each one, and we're also going to do it into the next stitch as well. So remove your stitch marker, wrap your yarn around your hook twice, skip that stitch, and we are going to work 4 trebles with a chain 1 in between each one into the next stitch. So that's my first treble, chain 1, work a treble right back into that same stitch, chain 1, treble right back into that same stitch. That is 3, chain 1, and this is 4. Just like that. I'm going to remove this just so it's not clanging on this desk. That can get quite annoying. So now I'm going to remove my next stitch marker and I'm going to repeat that. After you work your 4th one here, you do not chain 1. You simply wrap your yarn around your hook twice, and we go right into that next stitch and we work our 4 trebles with a chain 1 in between. So this is 1, chain 1, wrap your yarn twice, go back into that same stitch and work a treble crochet, chain 1, go back into that same stitch and work a treble. That is 3, chain 1, wrap around your hook twice, go right back into that same stitch and work a treble. And that is our 1, 2, 3, 4 in the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the next one, and we have a chain 1 space in between those. We did not chain 1 there, and we put 1 chain 1 in each one of those. So we've worked our 4 trebles here. Now we're going to skip this next one and treble into the next one. So that's 1, skip 1, treble into the next one. Now we're going to skip 2, treble into the next one, skip 1, treble into the next one, skip 1, treble into the next one, skip 2, treble into the next one, skip 1, and treble into the next one. And again, you will have 7 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're at our next stitch marker. I'm going to go ahead and remove both of mine. And we're going to skip the next stitch and we're going to put 4 trebles with a chain 1 in between each one. So that's my first one, chain 1. This is 2, chain 1. This is 3, chain 1, and this is 4. Now once you do that fourth one, we do not chain one. Go right into that very next stitch and work a treble. Chain one. This is 2. Chain one. This is 3. Chain one. And 4. Now we're going to skip this stitch and treble into the next stitch. 1. Skip this next stitch and treble into the next stitch. Now we're going to skip 2 and treble into the next stitch. Skip 1, treble into the next stitch. Skip 1, treble into the next stitch. Skip 2, treble into the next stitch. Skip 1, treble into the next stitch. You should have 2 stitches left. We're going to skip this next one, and in the very last one we're going to work 4 trebles. That's 1, chain 1, and work 3 more with a chain 1. So this is 2, chain 1. This is 3, chain 1, and this is 4, and that is it. And now yours should look like this. See how it's starting to take its shape? Pretty. Okay, now what we're going to do is chain 1 and turn. This is row 6, and we're going to put 1 single crochet into every stitch, including the chain 1 space. So you have chain 1s on all your treble clusters. That is the last one. So we're going to work 1 single crochet into the top of that last treble, and then 1 single crochet into the top of every treble till we get to our next cluster of trebles. Alright, this is my last one before my treble clusters start. I'm going to work 1 in the top of that cluster, 1 in that chain 1 space, 1 in the top of that cluster, 1 in that chain 1 space, 1 in the top of that cluster, chain 1 space, and the top of that cluster. Remember, we did not chain 1 here, so we're simply going to work 1 single into that cluster, that treble, and then in every chain 1 along the way as well. And that will be your repeat all the way to the end. Make sure you don't leave out any chain 1 spaces, and I will meet you when I get to the end. Okay, so I made it here to the end. Remember, our 6th chain was our chain 1 space, so we're going to work a single crochet there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the top of that 5th chain, work a single crochet. And that is the end of row 6. Just like that. Isn't it beautiful, y'all? Now what we're going to do is chain 1, 2, and 3, and we are going to work 4 double crochets into that very first stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to work 1 double crochet into that very next stitch. We're going to skip 1 and work a double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 1 and work a double crochet into the next stitch. That's 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to skip 2 and work a double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 2 and work a double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 1 and double crochet into the next stitch. And this right here, I didn't put my stitch marker there. Nope, that's not right. Okay, so now what we're going to do is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. Remember that chain 3 counts as a double crochet. And we're going to work 4 double crochets into that very same stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Including your chain 3, you should have 5. Now we're going to work 1 double crochet into that very next stitch. That's 1. Skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch. Then we're going to skip 2 and double crochet into the next stitch. Skip, skip, and double crochet into the next one. Skip 2 and double crochet into the next one. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. Now I did not put my stitch marker right here, but if you look, this is my last treble from the row below. So I'm right where I want to be, and we're going to work 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 5 double crochets into that very next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double crochet into that next stitch. Skip the next stitch and double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch. So after you work your 5 double crochets, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 doubles. Then you're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and work a double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 2 and work a double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch. Skip 1 and double crochet into the next stitch. So you will have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, then skip 2, double, skip 2, and double. And including this one, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is kind of your anchor of your center. And on each side you should have 4 doubles. Now we're going to work 5 double crochets into the next stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 double crochets into the next stitch. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Double crochet into that very next stitch. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. And that tells me I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to skip 2 and double crochet into the next one. Skip the next 2 and double crochet into the next one. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. Skip 1, double crochet into the next one. Skip 1 and double crochet. We're just gonna be there. Okay, skip 1 and double crochet into the next one. You will have 1 stitch left, and we're going to work 5 double crochets into that very last stitch, and this will be the end of round 7. And I done put 6 because I'm thinking 7 when I said 7. So that is the full repeat of this stitch pattern. Now, what you would do next is chain 1, turn, and work all single crochets back down, starting at 2. Then you will go 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you will continue to work 2 through 7 for as big as you want your project to be. Let me know down below what you think about this. I know it's a long one, but I wanted to make sure that y'all got it. And if you get hung up, just go back to row 2 where I start row 2 and move forward after you complete the first 7 rounds. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Share this video out. Let me know what you think about it. If there's anything I need to do different or anything like that. If I need to explain it a little bit better, let me know. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would really love to have you part of the butterfly team. All you got to do is click that subscribe button, turn your post notification bell on. That way you're notified when I release another video. Until next time, everyone, thank y'all so very much. I really do appreciate y'all. And remember, always be kind to one another. Always remember to smile. And if you don't have anything nice to say, what do? You just keep your mouth closed. I love you all. Thank y'all until next time.